Okay, we're back here at Salisbury High School in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Crazy time with you as we're just about wrapping up halftime. The Lehigh Valley Storm, 17-6 lead over the Panhandle Crusaders of Pensacola, Florida. Just to recap the scoring, it all began on a 29-yard field goal by Bobby Eppelman. That made it 3-0. That was a quarter-time score. Then, a critical moment in the game as the Storm had 2nd and 30 from their own 44-yard line, and Sean Mayers made a couple of huge juke moves and took it the rest of the way for a second 50-yard plus touchdown as many weeks, 56 yards out. Then he runs a 30-yard touchdown to make it 17-0. But then Octavius Smith threw a 25-yard touchdown to Reginald Smith. The extra point was blocked, and now that's where we are, 17-6. Okay, we're about ready to start here. The second half is about to get underway. The Storm will have it to start the second half. And as usual, will be John Caddy and Michael Thomas to try and bring it in. Waiting for everyone to get in position. Just want to make sure I got the thing in, and we'll wait for the whistle to blow. And we'll be ready to kick this thing off. And here we go, it sounds like. Here we go. Second half underway. And it's a high pop-up. That is a live ball. Oh, boy. It's going to be taken about the 5-yard line and brought down at about the 4. Boy, that's not the exact way the Storm wanted to start that second half. And who fell on that? Was that Kennedy? Well, we're underway for the second half, and looked like Randall Thomas ended up recovering the live ball inside their own 5-yard line. So the Storm already up against the wall as we begin the second half of play. 1st and 10. They will spot the ball, the Storm's own 5-yard line. Now, tell you what. You have to give credit to the special teams of the Crusaders because they went right after the ball. They know that after 10 yards, the ball is live. If they recover that ball, they end up having 1st and goal inside the 10. Now we start. Run. There you go. We'll help you along the way, okay? All right, 1st and 10, LaHue in the shotgun from their own 5-yard line. And a fumbled snap. He's got to kick it out. It's got to be a safety. And already, well, it's not exactly how you wanted to start the second half. What just happened here? A low snap goes out of the end zone, and the Crusaders get 2 points right off the bat on a safety. Folks, because the safety happened, that means 2 points for the defense. The Storm will kick from their own 20-yard line.
Who gets 2 points?
The defense does.
The Storm?
No. The Crusaders do. So it should be 17-8. Well, that was a horrible way to start the second half, that's for sure. All right. Storm will free kick from their own 20. So Eppelman will free kick. It's still a 2-score game, and it's a long kick. Oh, my goodness. All the way back to the 16-yard line is Jennings. He will run around the left side to the 30. He goes to the 40, stopped at midfield, and that's where he goes out of bounds. So a short field for the Crusaders for their first possession of the second half. And right now, the Crusaders have the momentum. That was David Jennings on to return the free kick. Knocked out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the midfield stripe. And we'll see what Octavius Smith does. The Storm defense needs to really buckle down here. It's still a 2-score game, but Crusaders clearly have the momentum. Here's the snap. Handoff. Bodrick slips out of a tackle or two to the 45, down to the 42-yard line before he's brought down by Corey Worthy. Leonte Bodrick with a carry. All right, just keep it running. Yeah, he's still running. There you go. Corey Worthy with a stop. That's a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Storm. I'm sorry, for the Crusaders at the Storm 42. And now all of a sudden, Crusaders have the momentum. Here's a big handoff, and that is number 48 in the name of Cameron Hamilton, who busts his way across the 40, and that's probably a first down. Keep it running. Keep it running until we tell you, okay? That was Cameron Hamilton, the fullback that time. Gets a yard to the 41. Now 3rd and a yard, Crusaders at the 41. And a quarterback sneak by Octavius Smith. And I think the official signal first down. Yeah, yep. And he just gets across the 40. It's a first down for the Crusaders. Ball be spotted at the Storm 40-yard line. Okay, so right now the Crusaders, they've got all the momentum. They're at the Storm 40. 1st and 10. The shotgun is Smith. Go 3 wide, slot to the right between split backs. Back goes Smith. Here's a pass that is caught. That is Reginald Smith, who is able, one Smith leads to another, and a short gain out of that. You can stop the clock here. That pass was caught, now you can run, by Reginald Smith. Only a 1-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders at the 39 of the Storm. Yeah, it's running. It should be running. Go ahead, run. There you go. I know. I need somebody to stand next to him here. All right, Smith in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, looking, he's under a rush, he's going to run, look out to the 40, he goes to the 30, and he's going to get first down at about the 27-yard line. That's another 12-yard gain. You can stop the clock. That was Octavius Smith keeping it himself. Start it. He moves the chains after a 12-yard gain, actually 13 to the 26. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the Storm 26-yard line. Well, there's a lot of yelling going on the Crusaders sideline. In the shotgun, Octavius Smith takes a snap between split backs, throws to the right. The pass is dropped, incomplete. You can stop. That pass incomplete. That's intended for Octavius Rich. Once they reset, you start again. You wait for the whistle. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion to Octavius Rich. Second and 10, Crusaders at the Storm 26. Well, I'm doing multiple things here right now, would you believe? Boy, this is going to be an important thing here. As Smith again, the shotgun. 3 wide slot to the right this time. Smith back. He's going to pass. He fakes. He's going to throw it deep on the right side. It is caught. And it is welcome to the end zone on a fade pattern. A great catch by David Jennings, and he strikes from 26 yards out. And the Crusaders score again. A 26-yard touchdown strike to David Jennings on a fade pattern. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. We got somebody filling in a pinch. Just hang in there. So it's 7. Leave the clock alone. You just make it 17-14. We'll see if they go for 2. They may have to help him on this one. Looks like the Crusaders will go for 2. We'll fix the score here, don't worry. Smith with the snap for the 2. Throws, and the pass is Caught, I think, yes it is, a 2-point conversion, and that makes it 17-16. And a 2-point conversion is good. What do you know, folks? We have a game. 11-12 left in the third. We'll fix the scoreboard for you. The Storm lead the Crusaders now 17-16. And I'll tell you what, the Crusaders are being very loud right now. They've gotten 10 points in under 4 minutes' time. I don't know what the heck happened, but the Storm have not been faced with this level of adversity at any time during the year. The only thing close to it has been the game against the Electric City Chargers on the road, but nothing like this. Okay, now kicking off again will be Chris Watson, and he boots it again short, and he'll be taken by the Storm at about the 30-yard line. Gets to about the 35, but that's really about it. You can stop the clock here. Okay. Who took that one?
I think it was Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas ended up making the short return. We have a flag down, though, on the kick. All of a sudden, it's now 17-16. Storm lead the Crusaders. There was a flag down on the kickoff, so we'll see if they kick it again. Or they'll tack 5 yards to the end of the run. Offside was the call on the Crusaders on the kickoff, so they will kick again after a 5-yard penalty. So now the Storm will hopefully get something here as they will return it. They're going to kick it off again from the 30-yard line following the offside penalty. I have no idea what hit us, but, well, it was 1-17-0, a minute left till halftime. Is now Central Pemperana style, 17-16. The kickoff to the 25, again Thomas. He'll escape to the 35 and maybe to 40. So basically the 5-yard penalty held true, and the Storm will start from there. Looks like Michael Thomas again. He gets to the 40-yard line. So the Storm will get started. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. And now the Storm have to calm down. They need to get back to their game. This is basically the flurry here. There you go. A big flow here. Yeah, you never know. Stranger things have happened. 17-16 to score. We'll recap exactly what happened. I don't know who caught the 2-point conversion. We'll let you know in a minute. Like you, needs a big snap here. Oh, and a Storm jump. And a flag down on a false start on the Storm. I mean, I don't know where the loudness is coming from, but it must be from the right side of the field. 1st and 15, Storm at the 35. And Lahue in the shotgun once again. See what he does. Takes the snap, has a little time, throws the screen. Caught by Mayers. He'll have room. 35, 40, to the 45, and he reaches to maybe the midfield stripe, and maybe gets a first down. That pass caught by Sean Mayers. He's able to get to the midfield stripe. Run the clock. And it's a 15-yard gain on a first down for the Storms. Spot the ball at the midfield stripe. And that is what the Storm have to do now. They need to relax and get themselves back in control of the game. Lahue in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's looking, has some time. Let's see what he does. He'll roll around to the right, buy time, throw to the right, and the pass is caught by Michael Thomas. And he keep the clock running, goes to the 26-yard line, and that's another first down. That pass was caught by Michael Thomas. Slides down, we'll say the 31-yard line. That's 19 more, and first down for the Storm. Ball spot at the 31 of the Crusaders. And we'll see what Lehigh does. First and 10 for the Storm, 31. Handoff Mayers. Mayers has all to the 30, 25, 20. He's to the 15, and down to the 12-yard line for another 19 yards. Sean Mayers with the carry that time. Definitely enough for another first down for the Storm. 19 yards. Storm will have it at the 12-yard line. And the Storm are in the red zone now. Of course, the Crusaders yelling defense on the opposite side. Lehigh in the shotgun. Waiting. Low snap again. He's going to throw a fade route right side. It is. Caught, I think, yes! Welcome to the end zone! Willie Parker brings him down! And it's a score for the Storm! It's a Storm score for Willie Parker! 12-yard touchdown strike. Sorry about that. The level was down. Yeah, stop the clock. Stop the clock. A 12-yard score for Willie Parker to give the Storm a 7-point lead, and Eppelman will try the extra point. Well, I can't even keep up all of a sudden. What the heck happened? Here's a snap. Extra point on its way. And the extra point is good. So, 8:07 left in the third approximately. Are we having fun yet? Storm lead the Crusaders by a count of 24-16. Boy, this is crazy. I'm handling 5 things at once. Something I can't really necessarily do, but wow. All right, Eppelman will now kick it off. Eppelman will now send this kickoff high and end over end and take it about 2 yards deep in the end zone, near sideline to about the 10, splits a tackle, another to the 20, slowed up 25, still going to the 30, to the 40, to midfield, and tripped up at the 47-yard line. Boy, the Crusaders are real. I tell you, that guy, David Jennings, is running like I don't know if there's a famous Jennings in track and field, but oh my goodness. That was David Jennings with yet another stellar return for the Crusaders into Storm territory at the 47-yard line. So the Crusaders now have it 1st and 10 from the Storm 47. We do have a brief official timeout.
Is there heat in here?
What's that?
Is there heat in here?
I wish there was, but there is not.
Shut the clock.
Shut the clock down?
Yeah.
He said shut the clock, so don't do anything. Don't do anything. Well, do we know how much time we have left? Ladies and gentlemen, we are having some clock difficulties, so what's going to happen is the officials will keep time on the field and we will update as necessary. We do apologize for this inconvenience. We want to make sure for a big game like this that we get everything correct.
So I guess just update the score then.
Yeah, just update the score. It's not your fault. You got called in a pinch, and you're probably in a bad spot for a game that can really make a hellacious difference here. All right, here's the snap, and Smith will throw a pass to Jennings, who slips and falls and loses 5 on the play. That's a big, big stop. Looks like Joe Davis? Yep. That pass was caught by David Jennings, but he falls down and is brought down by Joe Davis for a 5-yard loss. I know some fans didn't like the sound of it, but you know what? It's not the person. We have a young guy who's, 12 years old here doing this? Listen, you're doing whatever you can. It's a pressure situation. This is not on you, okay? I want you to know that, okay? All right. Smith with a shotgun, second down, back to pass, throws it to the middle, and the pass is dropped incomplete. A little bit short, intended for Reginald Smith. That pass incomplete, intended for Reginald Smith. So now, the Crusaders have 3rd and 15 from their own 48-yard line. We'll try and find a way to figure something out here. Smith in the shotgun formation takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw a deep ball, and the pass is caught. A missed tackle, and down to the 34-yard line with a first down is once again David Jennings. Boy, is he having a whale of a game. And he converts on a 3rd and 15. That pass caught by David Jennings. Another great catch means first down for the Crusaders. A gain of 18 yards. It's 1st and 10. Crusaders at the Storm 34. Once again, it counts 24-16 in favor of the Storm over the Crusaders. A very crazy third quarter, not only in the box, but on the field as well. Smith in the shotgun once again takes the snap, looking, throws it to the middle, the pass is caught, crossing the 20, escaping 2 tackles, to the 10, to the 5, and he's down at about the 1. David Jennings yet again. Oh my goodness. That pass caught again by David Jennings. Stopped short of the goal line, down at the 1-yard line. And all of a sudden, we not only have an air show in the Lehigh Valley, we also have an air show at Salisbury High School. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Smith under center, I formation this time. Goes quarterback sneak, and is he in? And there's a score for the Crusaders, a quarterback sneak by Octavius Smith from 1 yard out. Yeah, you're correct. You leave it where it is. So Octavius Smith went quarterback sneaking on second effort, was able to score. And now I know they're going to go for 2 points here. What was once a 7... Oh, now we got flags down here. Before the conversion, flags have gone down. Right now the Storm, remember they were up 17-0 at one point, and all of a sudden the Crusaders, in a matter of 9 minutes, are a conversion away from tying this game. Folks, the touchdown is good, but we have flags down for the conversion against the Crusaders. Now, why aren't they responding to the ball? Did they point the wrong way? Because it looks like they're spotting conversion. They're going for 2 to tie the game up, potentially. Smith in the I formation takes a snap. Pitch all wide open, and going in for 2 points is Leandre Bodrick. The 2-pointer is, wait a minute, illegal shift. Bodrick had the 2 points, but wait. Illegal shift on the Crusaders. So not so fast. Now I didn't even see a flag down. Oh, there it is, near side of field, near the 2-yard line. So an illegal shift, they had two men moving at the same time and didn't set for a second. So following the 5-yard penalty, the conversion will take place from the 7. And that changes everything now as we'll see what happens here in the shotgun. Octavius Smith between split backs, 3 wide, slot to the right. Takes a snap. He's looking under a rush, throws, and the pass is caught for 2.
3.
Reginald Smith catches the 2, and we are tied up. And the conversion from the 7-yard line is good by Reginald Smith. And we have a new ball game, folks. 24-24, Storm and the Crusaders are tied up. Oh, boy. While we have a second, a couple of score updates for you. Halftime in Dallas-Fort Worth, Cowboys 14, Bengals 7. In Jacksonville, it's the Jaguars 17, Eagles 16 in the third quarter. We'll get more updates when need be. Well, it's unbelievable how this Crusader team has awakened. Storm have not given up this many points since the Piranha game, if I'm not mistaken correctly.
Yeah, I think.
Remember they gave up 42, didn't they?
Gave up 28 to Lancaster.
Well, that's right. Lancaster had 28, so that was about a month and a half ago. So this is a very dangerous situation now.
The highest scoring game this close, though.
Well, tell me about it. And we're getting the commentary from the stat guy Rick Schmidt, who does the stuff for the Storm as far as the scoring is concerned. But wow. Here's the kickoff, and it's a short one. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Thomas. About the 20-yard line. No, it's not Thomas. It's actually, it's 34, actually, to the 28-yard line. Or is it 24? Is it Kennedy? I think Kennedy caught that. Kennedy. John Kennedy on to return that time for the Storm. Ends up crossing to, we'll say, the 28-yard line. So now we're playing a new game with less than a quarter and a half. 1st and 10 for the Storm at their own 28-yard line. Oh, boy. I may have to pull up the Starships over Alice thing, a different version. All right, LeHue in the shotgun here. Takes a snap. Hand off to Mayers. Mayers is not going to get much. Maybe a yard to the 29-yard line. That was Sean Mayers on the carry. Gets to the 29-yard line for a 1-yard pickup. So, now we have hold on a sec. Now we have timeout by the Storm before our 2nd and 9 play. That's the Storm's first timeout of the second half. Remember, the winner of this game will be playing in the GDFL Grand Final, Gridiron Bowl 4 in Memphis in 2 weeks' time. Maybe that'll change their luck a little bit. We'll see. So just to recap the craziness of this third quarter, with the Storm leading 17-6, a bad kickoff return at like the 5-yard line, followed by a horrendous snap under LeHue, kicked out of the end zone for a safety. The Storm kicked it out, And then a touchdown was scored, 26 yards to Reginald Smith, I believe. And then a 2-point conversion. And just like that, 10 points made it 17-16. Then, like you, was able to find, if I can get the thing lower, Willie Parker at the for a 12-yard touchdown score, made it 24-16. But then coming right back were the Crusaders. Back goes LeHue on second down. He's going to throw a deep one left side, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris White, and also downfield was Neil Lister, but couldn't get either of them. That pass incomplete, intended for Chris White.
Everybody had the sound down, too.
What's that?
You turned the sound down.
Yeah, I did, yeah. It'll now be 3rd and 9 for the Storm at the 29-yard line. I did say there was going to be some, shall we say, I can't even think of the word right now. Adversity is the word right now. And the Storm are facing it in a big way right now. 3rd and 9 from the 29-yard line. For LeHue, takes a shotgun, low snap, has some time. He's throwing a deep one, looks for Lester, and the pass is incomplete. It went off the ground and was scooped up by a defender, but it was a little bit low, and the Storm will have to punt again. That pass incomplete in time for Neil Lister, who I believe is the one shaken up at the moment. And maybe he suffered a cramp, but it looks like he'll be okay. So after a yard gain and 2 incompletions, you may be right there.
Because they had a couple turnovers in the field goal.
Okay, well,
100% sure,
well, it's once again going to be punting time. And the Crusaders, who clearly have the momentum right now,
that's 8 back there.
Jennings again.
That's an 8.
You kick it away from him. That might be your best bet right now. The punt will be Eppleman. He needs a good snap. He gets a good snap. Under a rush, still gets off a decent one, takes one hop, rolls to Jennings at the 26, and loses the football while he's at it. Who falls on it? Who falls on it? David Jennings with the return, but he fumbles to the Storm! David Jennings could not hold on to the football on the punt return, and what a play as the Storm will get the ball back. That might be the play that gets them back on track again. Wow. David Jennings, a spectacular returner. Boy, he drops this ball. He may have just blown all momentum for the Crusaders. The ball be spotted at the 28-yard line of the Crusaders, and thanks to that huge break, the Storm have 1st and 10 from there. That is a major, major play. Here is LeHue in the shotgun formation. White, well, they got flagged down. White going to take the end around, and he's not going to get much. Down to 35. Chris White on the end around. The ball was blown dead, and also a flag down. It's possible that the Crusaders were offside. That's what we're looking at. Offside on the Crusaders. Sure thing. 1st and 5 now. Storm at the 23.
High game you really want to impact.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, 1st and 5. Michael Thomas in motion. Shotgun now. The end around to Thomas. Another flag is down. And Thomas escapes. And it's still going. He's still on the feet. To the 10-5. He scores. But let's see what the flag's all about. Wait a minute. There's a flag. We have a Storm score. We have a flag down also. Hold everything. An illegal illegal shift on the Storm, so break up the clouds. That one didn't count. Well, but two men were moving at the same time, and neither reset for a full second.
I like doing what they do in hockey. You play it through until you see what they do, and then if they count it, then
So we start all over again, basically. 1st and 10, Storm at the Crusader 28-yard line. And we get to three-quarter time, which is going to be real late. In the shotgun, Lehigh, 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And he's going to keep it. He runs to the 25, 20, escapes the tackle to the 10, down to the 9-yard line. And Lehigh makes it 1st and goal, a gain of 19. Jimmy Lehigh keeps it himself and gains 19 yards to make it 1st and goal for the Storm. Spot the ball at the Crusader 9-yard line. I don't know how much time is left in the third quarter. But if they can come through with a score here, that's going to be huge. Mayer, the single setback. Lehigh 1st and goal from the 9, the shotgun. Takes the snap. He delay handoff Mayers to the 5, and he scores again! Welcome to the end zone! Sean Mayers does it again! A Storm score, 9 yards out, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and the Storm reclaim the lead. Wow! What a game, isn't it? Appleman to try the extra point. Lewis again will hold. He needs to make everything count. Here's the snap. Kick on its way. The kick is good. As we're late in the third quarter, the Storm now lead 31-24 over the Crusaders. We do have a Crusader shaken up on the play. So we're not going to play anything for a short bit. Which will give me the opportunity to update yet again. Boy. So while we wait on that, Sean Mayers has scored now from 56, from 30, and from 9 yards out. 3 touchdowns have made it 31-24. Yeah, when there's an injury, never play. Never play when there's an injured player. Yeah, I'm not sure. And it looks like maybe somebody fell over on a cramp there. Now remember, I don't think the Crusaders are used to playing in cool weather like this, so that's another thing to consider. Maybe it is a cramp.
Hopefully it broke its toenail.
Well, in a game like this, I don't think you want to wish injury on anybody. Rick Schmidt is this guy here.
Is that Rick Schmidt?
Hi, yes.
I'm Keith Crawler.
How you doing?
Nice to see you, buddy.
Good. You?
How you been?
Good. Yourself?
You're doing deer again this year?
Yeah, I'm supposed to do them. I just looked at Kyle earlier today, actually.
Today?
Yeah.
I told him on the first day of practice, I said, are you going to have Schmidt do your stats again? Or?
Yeah, I was online. They had it at first. They were starting on the 17th. I was like, that's kind of early and weird. Starting on Saturday morning, and they updated and said it's
That's the scrimmage.
I think now, they're carrying him off. I'm not sure who the player was, but we're hoping he's okay as he is being taken to his sideline. We'll try and get you an update on his condition when we have the opportunity. So we're hoping it's nothing serious. A baseball score now in the top of the 8th. Diamondbacks lead the Phillies 7-3.
in the paper. Actually, it was cut off online, and somebody called me and said that it made it in there.
We'll try and find out who that player was, and I'm hoping it might have been a hamstring, could have been a knee ligament. We're not 100% sure.
That's what it was in. Yeah, because I it was. It was like that's a high. That's what I'm doing there. That's called around the valley.
Other scores in the final quarter: Giants 15, Jets 14. About 10 minutes left. Miami 13, Tampa Bay 10. 5 minutes left in the third. Jacksonville 24, Eagles 16. 6 minutes left in the third. Eppleman now to kick off. All right, Eppleman will kick this thing off high and end over end, and once again, 28 this time is the name of Trevante Myers, and he is going to the 20 and brought down at the 25-26 yard line, trying to burst the speed, didn't quite work out.
Michael Thomas.
Looks like Trevante Myers on the carry.
I think Delaware Valley's a shell of what they were last year because the quarterback in the last
They'll say he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
might have a little bit of struggles with all their injuries that they have, but I think that how much time is it at quarterback? You know, I think it's Lehigh Valley Storm.
First and 10 for the Crusaders now at their own 25-yard line. And they've been able to expose this Lehigh Valley Storm team here in this second half with a couple of very quick drives. So we are late in the third. I don't know how much time is left. Octavia Smith in the shotgun. 3 wide slot to the right between split backs. Here's a handoff up the middle. And nothing there that time as Joe Peters slams down Leonte Bodrick for what looks to be a 2-yard loss. Leonte Broderick on the carry, but he's thrown down by Joe Peters. Loss of a yard on the play. Second and we'll say 12 from the 24-yard line. Okay, Smith takes the snap. He's looking. He'll try and run. And he falls down! But he has to get back up. And he's able to get back to the 26-yard line. Luckily, there were no Storm around him. So he was able to get back up and get back to what looked to be the original line of scrimmage and one more. Octavia Smith kept it himself. Picks up 3. It is now third down to 27, 3rd and 9 for the Crusaders. I think we might be 3/4 time. We'll see. The officials have stopped the clock. And folks, we have reached 3/4 time here in Salisbury High School. After 3, it is the Lehigh Valley Storm 31 and the Panhandle Crusaders 24. 15 minutes left to see who goes to Memphis.
It's the 4th quarter now?
Yep.
I thought they were in the
First score was field goal, 49 yards.
It's for them help the Storm. Oh, wait a minute.
So at 3/4 time, as I'm trying to update things here, we're switching sides. The Storm, they will be moving left to right. The Crusaders right to left.
Mayor at a 56.
Are ready to start the final quarter of play.
Mayor had 2 touchdown runs.
All right, my friends, 15 minutes left to play. Again, time will be kept on the field since the clock broke here in the early part of the 3rd quarter. It is 3rd and 9, Crusaders at the Storm 27.
We can't have it.
Big play for Octavia Smith.
You have to come in that.
Smith in the shotgun. Got a receiver on each side. Action. Couple people jumped. Hold everything. Hold up. We have a flag down.
Just tell me who scored the other touchdown. For the
Well, Mayers had 3, and Willie Parker had the catch. It is ruled a neutral zone infraction on the Storm. That's a big 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 4 now. Crusaders at the 32.
But how many yards was the
Nervous yet? What's that?
How many yards was the Parker catch?
The Parker catch was 12 yards.
12 yards. And Mayer had the 30-yarder?
Had a 56, a 30, and a 9 respectively.
Wow, beautiful.
And the 56 came on a 2nd and 30. Back goes Smith. Smith looks, throws to the right, passes caught. He knows where the markers are, goes down to 42. Stephen Lewis stops him, and that is indeed a first down. That pass caught by Reginald Smith. Good enough for a first down for the Crusaders. Stephen Lewis with the tackle. 1st and 10. Crusaders at the 38-yard line after a gain of 6. Okay, Smith in a shotgun between split backs again. Takes the snap. Handoff. Bodrick has a hole. 45. Midfield. And into Storm territory at the 48-yard line. Another 14 yards. And they move the chains yet again. Leonte Bodrick ends up with that one into Storm territory at the 49. 13 more yards. First down again for the Crusaders at the Storm 49-yard line. I'll tell you something, our Florida friends have really been into this game. In the shotgun is Smith. High snap, backs up. He's going to pump fake and go deep. Along the right sideline it is. Out of the reach and incomplete with Stephen Lewis in the vicinity. That was intended for Reginald Smith. One fly right, didn't work. That pass incomplete, intended for Reginald Smith.
It's just a track record. I didn't want to pay another employee to come out here just to... No, I mean, South. Oh, South, you know what? The only time I'll come over here is if I want to get home.
It's 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders at the 49-yard line.
I came here last year. I did Salisbury versus Bangor, which actually turned out to be a pretty good game. My sister got married the next day, and I just wanted to mercy her. I wanted to reach out quick, so I got my
Again, Smith in the shotgun. The line up a receiver on each side yet again between split backs. Actually, they go slot left. Handoff. No, it's a fake, and the pass is thrown and caught. And a missed tackle down to the 35 and down to the 30. And not going down is David Jennings. Another 19 yards and a first down. Boy, he is tough. That pass caught again by David Jennings. Another 19 yards and first down for the Crusaders inside the Storm 30-yard line. Storm lead 31-24 over the Crusaders. This might come down to who gets the ball last. Here's Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap, handoff, Bodrick. Bodrick is bottled up that time, going down to the 27, gets 3. Leonte Bodrick on the carry. Goes to the 27-yard line.
2 years ago, I was up at North Schuylkill. I did North Schuylkill versus Schuylkill Haven.
Marcus Slocum and Joe Davis help on the tackle. It's a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8 for the Crusaders are at the Storm 27. Now it's getting testy. 2nd and 8 from the 27, a shotgun, Octavius Smith between split backs. They got slot to the left, 3 wide this time. High snap, fake, looking back, and a fumble! Down goes the football, who's going to go get it? I'm not sure! Down at the 49-yard line, it's recovered by the Crusaders, but what a hit! The ball ends up going way backwards, 22 yards! The ball gets knocked out of Octavius Smith's hands. Luckily for the Crusaders, it was recovered by Cameron Hamilton. The bad news is a 22-yard loss. Now it's 3rd from Allentown to, we'll just say Savannah, Georgia in this case. 3rd and 29 for the Crusaders at the Storm 49. And we're going to find out who knocked the ball out. Darren Elder. Oh, Jaron Elder might have had to play the game here. We'll see. Smith goes back in the shotgun. He looks. He pump fakes. He's going to run it. Oh, he throws over the line. That's incomplete. Oh, wait, no, he threw it. It's incomplete anyway. I thought he went over the line, but he threw just as he crossed the line. That pass was incomplete. Not sure who the intended receiver was, but the Crusaders now have 4th and 29. And we're not sure how much time is left, so we're going to try and find out. And it looks like it'll be punting time for Nathan Connolly. Nathan Connolly will be punting, and Stephen Lewis back for the Storm to return. Let's see what they do. Here's the snap, and they get the punt away. Will Lewis return? Yes, at the 18. Has a hole. They'll get to the 25. Miss a sliding tackle. Nice block to the 30. Goes to the 40. To midfield. Still down to the 44-yard line of the Crusaders. Stephen Lewis with a great return. Crossing into Crusader territory at, we'll say, the 45-yard line. That's a 37-yard punt return, and the Storm will have tremendous field position.
This year at the very least. Wow, that's great. I think they beat East. I think they beat Congress, and I think they beat Allen.
How about the Ag?
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet.
Well, personally, I thought they were going to beat the
Yeah, and then Allen beats Lehigh.
Right.
Wow.
I talked to Falzon. He said that they really just pulled everything back.
1st and 10. Storm at the Crusader 45-yard line. And Jimmy LaHue back in the pistolero. 3 wide slot to the left. Now moving Mayers over. Let's see what happens here. They hand off. No, it's a keeper. LaHue crossing the 40, 35, still going, 30, out of bounds, 25-yard line. Another 20 for Jimmy. Jimmy LaHue keeps it himself. Charges out of bounds at the 25. That's 20 yards and first down for the Storm. First and 10, Storm at the Crusader 25-yard line. If the Storm score here, I think they've reestablished control of the game. But they need to score. Any way they can. Field goal or touchdown. 1st and 10. Storm at the 25 of the Crusaders. It's a pistolero once again. Mayers again moves left. 3 wide slot left. Here comes a blitz. Here's LaHue trying to keep it again. But down he goes. It doesn't work. Down to 27-yard line as he's brought down by Roger Cannon. LaHue tried to keep it himself again, but he ends up getting sacked at the 27-yard line by Roger Cannon. Second and 13, Storm at the 28 of the Crusaders. And I got Brumfield moving over to the right as a slot receiver. 4 wide here. Single setback is Mayers. LaHue on 2nd and 13. Takes a snap. Has some time. Throws. And a pass is caught. And it is at the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Willie Parker, who scored a touchdown earlier, ends up getting a nice 10 yards. Or 9 maybe. That pass caught by Willie Parker. Ends up picking up 9 on the play. A big 3rd and 4 for the Storm as again the red zone, the Crusader 19-yard line. Okay, they line up 4 wide, 3 on the left side, LaHue in the shotgun. High snap, delayed handoff Mayers. He'll bounce across the 20. Now let's see if he can get somewhere. Round the left side. He will go to the 20, and he fights to the 18. He's a couple yards short of a first down. Good closure by the defense of the Crusaders. But there's a look. I thought Crusader was also down here, but they're going to have to try a field goal. Sean Mayers on the carry ends up stepping out of bounds at the 20-yard line for a 1-yard loss.
Williams, I'll never forget him.
And now comes a big moment.
I used to have to take the dogs to everyone physically. I was in the field house with
We're going to see if Eppelman's going to try from 37 yards. Bobby Eppelman will try the field goal. Looks like it'll be from 36 yards out. Boy, if he can hit this, the Storm will have a 2-score lead. Stephen Lewis the hold. He's got to get everything right here. Here's a snap, a good one. Kick, it's blocked! It is blocked! It's loose on the field and taken by the Crusaders, who get it down to about the 39-yard line. The field goal is blocked, and the Crusaders are still alive and kicking. And now a fight breaks out in midfield stripe. Now we don't need that because we got flags all over the place. Oh boy. Now we have a disturbing turn of events here, as several Storm and Crusader people got involved in the midfield stripe and flags came flying all over. The 36-yard field goal was blocked and returned by the Crusaders to the 40-yard line. We do have flags down following the end of that play. I would have to say it's on both teams. And there might be disqualifications here, but in a game like this, you got to hold your temper. You see, the official says, so personal fouls, we know there's one on the Storm, and there's one against the Crusaders. As expected, offsetting personal fouls on both teams. So following the blocked field goal, the Crusaders will have the ball, looks like 1st and 10, and the ball will be spotted at their own 40-yard line. And I'll tell you something, that third down stop by the Crusaders was huge on Sean Mayers. So now the Crusaders are going to look to try and tie this thing back up. I would not be surprised there's like 8 minutes or so left. Now what? Now what are they doing? They're going to spot the ball. What are they doing? Anybody tell me what happened? Evidently, there was an extra personal foul on the Storm. So they're going to mark off 15 yards, and the Crusaders will have it 1st and 10 at the Storm 48. I have no idea why they're putting it there. So now, Octavius Smith in a shotgun at the 48 takes the snap back. He's going to throw a deep one right side. Double coverage. The pass is incomplete. They went on a fly pattern again to Reginald Smith, this time in double coverage. It did not work. That pass incomplete, intended for Reginald Smith, thrown in double coverage. Second and 10, Crusaders at the Storm 48. Right now, hearts are racing and blood is pumping amongst about 85 to 90 players on this football field at Salisbury High School, and 22 on the field of play right now. Second and 10, Crusaders at the Storm 48-yard line. Smith in the shotgun with a snap. He slips, he tries to run, is wrapped up at the 46-yard line, only gains 2. And Joe Davis was able to make a nice tackle. Octavius Smith keeps it himself, but only gains 2 to the 46. Joe Davis brings him down. Is everybody nervous yet? 3rd and 8, Crusaders at the Storm 46. I had to ask that question. 3rd and 8 from the Storm 46 in the shotgun. Octavius Smith, 3 wide slot to the left this time. Smith a low snap. The draw again. 45 down to the 43. And this time a great tackle. Whose number? Is that Davis again?
Yeah.
Octavius Smith tries it again, but Joe Davis stops him again. A 3-yard pickup. And now 4th and 5. The Crusaders at the Storm 43-yard line. I think some noise is needed in this building. 4th and 5 from the 43-yard line. Smith in the shotgun. Split backs, 3 wide slot left. Takes the snap, looking, throws right, the pass is caught! Oh my goodness! What a catch by Reginald Smith! And they didn't stop the play. He's still running to the 20, the 10, and he's going to score! Are you serious? Welcome to the end zone for Reginald Smith! They never blew the whistle! That pass was caught by Reginald Smith. And I'm not sure. I'm not going to say touchdown yet because maybe the whistle just didn't inadvertently blow. I'm not 100% sure here. They ruled him down. They just forgot to blow the whistle. But it is 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the Storm 19-yard line after a gain of 24. And now Octavius Smith in the shotgun. 3 wide slot left. Takes the snap. He's going to try and run this one. Bounces off. Crosses the 20. And then thrown out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who got him, but good containment on Octavius Smith. Octavius Smith with the carry, but he's knocked out for maybe a 2-yard gain, maybe a yard to the 18-yard line. Talk to the officials. I don't know. I'd say midway.
Your guess is as good as ours.
2nd and 10 with 5 minutes left here in regulation approximately. And Octavius Smith on 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff Bodrick. He'll bounce the hole. Oh, a nice tackle. Oh, beautiful by Keenan Wells, who shoestrings him for a yard to 19. Leonte Bodrick with a carry, but brought down by Keenan Wells. It's games like this that give me the jitters. I hope you're enjoying this. That's a loss of a yard. 3rd and we'll say 10. Crusaders at the Storm 20. And we'll see what Smith does this time. In the shotgun, 3 wide slot to the left. Smith waiting, takes the snap, looks. He's in trouble, and down he goes, and no he doesn't. Rolling back is a quarterback, and he throws for a Hail Mary. It is intercepted. Stephen Davis. Davis will take it inside to the 20, to the 30, and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. He was horse-collared. A flag is down at the end. Believe it or not, the pass was intercepted by Stephen Lewis. We have a flag down at the end of the play. It is indeed an interception. The flag was at the very end of the play. I said Davis, it was Stephen Lewis. I'll tell you what, I thought Octavius Smith was thrown out for a 15-yard loss. He threw a Hail Mary to double coverage, and Stephen Lewis hit. It is a horse collar pull down personal foul on the Crusaders. So from the end of the play, 15 yards will be tacked on. So the Storm get it back after the Lewis interception. 1st and 10 in Crusader territory at the 48-yard line. Okay, in the pistol arrow is Jimmy LaHue. LaHue has Brumfield in motion, handoff to Mayers. Mayers needs to protect the ball, and he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage for nothing. That's Sean Mayers on the carry, back to the line of scrimmage. But I think what needs to happen here is the Storm need to run the clock. There's got to be under 4 minutes left.
Yeah, they should just run the clock out.
Well, remember, there's still a 2-minute warning. Well, now we have a 2-minute warning.
Yep, 2-minute warning, right?
I'm confused. I think it said 4 minutes left. I don't know. I'm really confused. We're going to need a time check. Somebody's got to pay attention, relay it. 2nd and 10. Storm at the Crusader 48. Okay. LaHue in the shotgun. Now it's Chris White in motion. Showing a blitz. LaHue keeps himself in trouble. He's going to go down. Loses 5 at the 47-yard line. Jimmy LaHue tried to keep it himself. Ends up being sacked by Roderick Cannon. So 3rd and now 15, we'll say. The Storm at their own 47-yard line. I need to have a big time, if the Storm win, I have to have a big time song queued up for it. All right, LaHue in the shotgun, 3rd and 15. We'll see if he keeps it himself and keeps the clock running. Single setback, Mayers next to him. 4 receivers here. LaHue waits. Up, and then somebody jumps. And a flag down. That's a false start on the Storm. No, I didn't cue it up yet. But if there is a major win, this is the song. Whoops, no. Cue, sorry. This is the song at the 3. Here it is, 3:30. Oops, somewhere in there. All right, 3rd and 20 from the 42-yard line. Takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to roll. He rolls. He's got to throw it, and the pass is incomplete. That's a smart play, but the only thing it does is stop the clock. That pass incomplete. Looked like the nearest receiver was Willie Parker. And Bobby Eppelman is back to punt for the Storm. Oh boy, the special teams need to come up huge here. Eppelman needs a big punt. The punt of his life here on 4th down. We'll see if they come after him. High snap. They do come after him. And the punt just gets by. It's a deep one. Takes a neutral Storm back. Now it takes a nice roll across the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. That's a good punt. Eppelman gets off a nice punt of 39 yards. And it looks like we have hit the 2-minute warning. Regardless of what happens in this game, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to this contest. Boy, this has been an absolutely crazy night. And I guarantee you, there is every reason for everybody to bring the noise. So now, this is it here. 2 minutes left. 31-24. Storm lead the Crusaders. There hasn't been any scoring here in this final quarter. Now, I'm not sure what the timeout situation is. I think the Storm have 2, and I think the Crusaders have 2. Fasten your seatbelts. Get ready for a ride. 1st and 10. Crusaders at their own 19-yard line. Wow, this is absolutely nuts. Back goes Smith. He will throw to right. Pass is caught, and that looks to be, I forget who. That's David Jennings. Haven't called him in like the last 5 minutes, and he's able to get out of bounds, not sure where, at the 27-yard line. Pass is caught by David Jennings. Ends up picking up 7. 2nd and 3. Crusaders at their own 26. Okay, 2nd and we'll say 3 from the 26. Man in motion now to the right. Haven't seen motion all day from the Crusaders. A low snap, and it's going to be taken by Smith. He escapes, throws to the right, pass is caught, 35, and stepping out to 37 for a 1st down. And once again, it's David Jennings. Once again, pass caught by David Jennings. Able to move the chains this time. 1st down for the Crusaders. Spot the ball at their own 38-yard line following a gain of 12. Yes, indeed. They did the 2-minute warning after the punt.
They don't seem to be in too much.
Well, they're stepping out of bounds. They're trying to save time. Well, clock is stopped. 1st and 10. Octavius Smith at the 38-yard line. A shotgun. Low snap gets fired. Will he pick it up? He does. He's going to roll his right. Throw, and the pass is incomplete. He had to throw off his backhand, and he couldn't quite get it over to the receiver. That pass incomplete along the far sideline. Second and 10. Crusaders at their own 38-yard line. 31-24. Storm lead the Crusaders. Under 2 minutes left. I think it's like a minute 35 possibly, we'll say. Once again, it's Octavius Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap, a better one this time. He's looking, will throw. Pass is caught. Running inside, crossing the 40, 45, down to the 49. Gets a 1st down, and I think the whistle's going to blow for a timeout. That pass, I believe, is caught by Demetric Blackman.
Less than 2 minutes.
Timeout is called by the Crusaders. We're trying to find out how much time officially is left on the field. A minute and a half. A minute and a half left in regulation. We do have a score at 3/4 time from Arlington. Cowboys 21, Bengals 10.
Talk to you too. I'll see you later on this week. Hopefully. Keep in touch. All right, I'll send you for the text. No. Okay, thank you. 2 in a row you've won now, so I'm coming after you this year. Yeah, I don't think I can go for 3. It's tough. Northampton got me week 1 last year when they beat Salisbury.
Okay, back in action. 1st and 10. Crusaders will have it at their own 49-yard line. Okay. Octavius Smith in the shotgun. 4 receivers this time. High snap, and he catches it. Rolls to his right. He's looking. He will throw off his foot. Incomplete. Now a flag is down. There's a flag down on the far side. Could there be a late hit? That pass is incomplete. There is a flag down on the far sideline. And it's a personal foul on the Storm for roughing the passer. That means an automatic first down for the Crusaders.
Oh, you're fine.
It'll be 1st and 10 in Storm territory. Crusaders at the 36. Oh my. Oh my.
I know, right?
Let's make them pay.
The Storm can't be making these mistakes here this late. Has been any scoring here in this final quarter. The nerves have really hit. Octavius Smith in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Slot to the right this time. Trying to go up big. We'll see what Octavius Smith does in the shotgun. Gets a good snap. He's rolling. Throws to the right. It is incomplete. That was headed for David Jennings, but he couldn't catch it. That pass incomplete, intended for David Jennings. Down to about 1:20 left in regulation, according to the officials. It is 2nd and 10. Crusaders at the Storm 36. We nervous yet? Somebody's got to put a minute up on the clock, but we're not going to bother doing that now. Yeah, it's true. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders. Storm 36, shotgun formation. Smith back. He's looking. He's going to throw to the right sideline. Pass is caught, and it looked like he stepped out of bounds. Not sure who, but he loses a yard or two. No, they run the clock. I'm not sure who caught the pass, but he ends up staying in bounds. 3rd and 12, Crusaders at the Storm 38. And they run the clock. We're nearing a minute now. Smith, low snap. He's looking. He's going to try and run. Throws it deep on the right sideline. It is incomplete in double coverage. Praying for a flag was Reginald Smith. He didn't get it. The pass is incomplete, intended for Reginald Smith.
Let's go, guys.
And now we have, it looks like an official, hold on, timeout by the Crusaders.
Let's go.
What? 52, I think. I'm not 100% sure. They're confusing us. It's got to be under a minute. We're trying to give people a chance to catch their breaths here.
Well, regardless, what would probably happen is, given what we're getting from the time, and probably even without, if they don't get the 4th down, the game's over.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the play. This is the play.
So whatever's under 2 minutes, the game will be over on kneel downs.
Let's just say this. I'm not a cheerleader, but I think you have a job to do, guys. 4th and 12. Crusaders at the Storm 38. It has come to this. Here we go. 4th and 12 at the 38. Smith with a snap. He's looking. Rolls. He's in trouble. And down he goes! Down he goes! The Storm are going to get the ball back on downs! Would you believe it? A Storm sack and ensuing fumble. It doesn't matter who recovered. The Storm are going to get it on downs. Smith went around and he lost the pocket. Okay, you're going to help me. I got everything all queued up and ready to go. Soon as this thing is over.
Hold on, I gotta turn it up.
Yeah, turn it as far up as you can. Do we have a time check? 53? 51?
Really, just a couple more minutes to go.
I think he said 51 seconds. 31? Okay.
So it should be
So 1st and 10 for the Storm. I think he said 31. Whatever, it's 51-31.
Matter of 1 or 2 meals.
Doesn't matter. I don't think the Crusaders have any timeouts left. And LeHue takes a knee. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Wait a minute. Timeout Crusaders. They just used their last timeout. I'll remind everybody that this game will be podcasted audio only, and I will send it out to the Lehigh Valley Storm and Panhandle Crusaders Facebook pages, so look for that in the early part of next week. What a nerve-wracking game. But probably one of the best of the year so far. 2nd down for the Storm. And LeHue will go with victory formation. He kneels down. And now the Crusaders can't stop. It's a kneel down. And ladies and gentlemen, the Lehigh Valley Storm have entered the building as Xtreme Conference Champions! Wow, what a game! What a ball game, folks! And everyone dancing to Usher at the very end here. If you want to go and play one more right after this.
I'm done. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Your final score, folks. The Lehigh Valley Storm, 31. The Panhandle Crusaders, 24. I think every single one of you needs to give a nice round of applause to everybody participating in this contest. This was one hell of a ball game.
All right, take care.
The Lehigh Valley Storm, for the first time ever, are conference champions of the Xtreme Conference, and of course will be going to Memphis. We'll find out, of course, who their opponent is. The game, from what I understand, is in 2 weeks' time, and times will be determined at a later date. So make sure you check out lvstormfootball.com for for all the information. Wow, what a nerve-wracking game, but one of the best yet. So once again, this game will be YouTubed audio only in a couple of days. It'll be put on the Lehigh Valley Storm and Panhandle Crusader pages. If you'd like any further information, of course, on me and my outings, you can go to facebook.com/crazytom, twitter.com/crazytomshow, or send an email, djkrayztom@comcast.net. Once again, your final score in one of the best ball games you could possibly see, the Lehigh Valley Storm 31, the Panhandle Crusaders 24. Thank you all for coming out and supporting your respective teams. Have yourself a good night, everybody. And again, congrats to the Lehigh Valley Storm, 2013 GDFL Xtreme Conference Champions. I don't know if they have a trophy to present or whatever, but to each and every one of you, please drive home safely, especially to our friends in Florida who made the long trip. Thank you all for coming. And again, have yourself a good night, everybody. Wow. Well, at least we got that in, and that was really the biggest thing. We had to do the Usher thing at the end.
One of the players' phones, right?
That's somebody in the stands. I would just leave it there.
Yeah. Stormy, I'm sorry I didn't promote you as much as I should have, but
I get enough promotion.
well, you definitely got the work cut out here, and we did what we could. I know it may not have always gone the way we had hoped, but that was an unbelievable ball game, if I say so myself. So the Lehigh Valley Storm, the GDFL Xtreme Conference champions, they win in an absolute nail-biter by a final score of 31-24. We'll take a break. I don't know who I'm going to interview for most valuable player here, but it might be Mayers again. We might get Bob Kohler, the head coach. We'll find somebody right after this. All right, Crazy Tom back here with Sean Mayer. We're going to go ahead and get a couple players in here for this post game. The Lehigh Valley Storm, they're winners of the Gridiron Developmental Football League Xtreme Conference Championship 31-24 over the Panhandle Crusaders, who really gave them a hell of a game, and Sean Mayers did the same exact thing. 3 more touchdowns, and you topped it with a 56-yarder. Explain that one.
Honestly, I couldn't really explain it. They were calling out. Again, they tried to call out a play. They tried to call out where I was going. Made one good cut, and just turned on the Jets.
Well, you had another one from 30 yards and then one from 9. Did you see some holes in the defense that were able to get your explosion going?
I saw some holes. The 30-yarder one. I tried. I was debating whether to go out, what about stop the clock. But I saw a little crease. I was like, you know what? Let me just take a chance. Split the 2 and get it to the end zone.
Were you guys worried after the Crusaders scored in the final minute of the first half? Now, you guys did it last week, and they kind of took off from there. And basically, the Crusaders did the same thing and eventually tied the score up. So what was your thinking in the final minute? Were you like, uh-oh, here they come? Was that what you expected?
Kind of kept us grounded. I was a little worried, but again, I have confidence in our defense. Our defense held us throughout the whole season. They just had rough couple quarters, but I have confidence in our defense that they would step up to the plate.
What do you think was the defining moment in that final quarter? Because that was as crazy of the third quarter as you'll ever see. You go from 17-0 with a minute left till halftime, and then all of a sudden, it's a 24-24 game, and then suddenly you drive and take the lead yet once again. What were you thinking right as you got to the final quarter? What was going through your mind after all this?
I had confidence in our offense today. We knew that we could drive. We knew that we could drive the ball down the field. They weren't really stopping us on offense at all. So, but we just had to put together another well-executed drive. Get some time off the clock. And, come out.
Well, Stephen, you and the Storm are in the building in Memphis in 2 weeks' time. Obviously, you're going to take Labor Day weekend to kind of rest up and relax, just like any conference champion would in the National Football League, rather. So, what will now happen as you make the trip down to Graceland?
Just doing what we've been doing. We've been winning the way we've been playing, so it shouldn't really change anything up because it's been working throughout the whole season. It's just another game. It just means a little bit more.
Well, it's going to mean everything in 2 weeks' time. Congratulations again, Sean, and good luck in Memphis in case I don't see you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Sean Mayers, who had the 3 touchdowns. Stephen, come on in. We're going to bring in the man who had a key interception, Stephen Lewis, who really had a spectacular second half. We're going to have to go ahead and have him for a couple questions here. Stephen, the final quarter, there was that razzle-dazzle play by the opposing quarterback, and you ended up making that big interception, and unfortunately that horse collar we were kind of a little worried about. What did you see on that big play in that final quarter?
I just seen the quarterback roll out. My boys up front had great containment, but he still got outside, and he just lodged it up there, and I just went and got it.
Well, Stephen, obviously you're doing stuff with the return. You look at the second half and the way it started, it couldn't have been more of a nightmare. Were you beginning to say, uh-oh, even before that, when the Crusaders scored in the final minute of the first half?
I myself said, uh-oh, when I let them score. So after that, I knew I had to do something big to get it back.
Well, considering the center for the Storm offensive line had a little bit of a tough go in the second and third quarters with 2 very bad snaps, you have to consider, too, that the center of the other team kind of did the same thing, but it happened later. What was the difference with your defense in the final quarter?
We wanted it more. We wanted it. It's whoever wants it more out here. It's the playoffs.
Well, and now you get to go to Memphis, and you have a week break and Labor Day weekend to kind of think about the trip and all that. Do you plan on doing anything different if it doesn't matter what team you play? But you're conference champions. I know your work isn't done, but what's your feeling going on now after getting a couple of enormous breaks over the last couple of weeks? And now, you're a champion. You may not have gone all the way yet. You're one step away. But what's going through your mind?
I'm excited. I can't wait to go down to Memphis, see what's going on down there. Ready to play. I wish we played tomorrow.
Well, that'd be a little too much, but that's why I said at the very end, the Lehigh Valley Storm have entered the building compared to Elvis has left the building. That's kind of why I said what I did. But Stephen, congratulations, and good luck in 2 weeks in case I don't see you.
Thank you.
All right, Stephen Lewis, where's the quarterback? Jimmy LaHue. Bring on Jimmy. Bring on Jimmy. I don't care if you have a slice of pizza. I don't care if Jimmy LaHue has a slice of pizza. Now don't eat it.
You can eat it if you want. I can't.
He deserves it. Jimmy LaHue, the winning quarterback, coming in a little bit more. Jimmy LaHue, of course, the winning quarterback, and had a couple of key plays. We saw you run a lot more in the Storm win here tonight. Now, what made you want to run more against this Crusader ball club?
I honestly don't know what happened, to be completely honest. We put a new play in during the week. I honestly didn't know how it was going to work. It was just read option pretty much, and then just read the right read and then took off with it.
Actually, you wrote the read and you read it pretty well. So, my thing was, I think I was caught a little bit by surprise because in a way, your opponents kind of mimicked what you were trying to do because you set the tone early, but what was your worry, especially in the second quarter and early part of the third, when all of a sudden your shotgun snaps weren't being shot out?
Yeah, it was. I think everybody just kind of got a little lackadaisical at halftime. They saw we had not a great lead, but we had a lead, and everybody started getting lazy and everything. Then they started to come back, and everybody started worrying, and then that's when everybody decided to turn it on again. And thank God, defense made a great stand at the end of the game and just came out on top.
They certainly did. Evidently, there was a call at three-quarter time from Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons. He experienced that twice in the playoffs back in January. But what do you think was the biggest play that got you back somewhat in control of the game again?
I would have to say probably in the third quarter when we were going down in this end zone over here, probably that fade ball in the corner to
whoever 81 was,
yeah,
I forget the name already.
To Billy. That kind of just sparked us back up, and then we don't want to look back. Once we get down, everybody puts their heads down, but we don't need that, and we just kept rolling with it.
As I asked Steven, as I asked Sean, were you saying uh-oh in the final minute of the first half when the Crusaders scored?
Oh, of course. You know, you're always worried when the opponent is going to drive down on you, and it seemed like they did it with such ease. Like everybody was probably saying before, they're a great team. You can't take them for granted. You don't know what's going to happen. They have great players on the team that can make plays, and they were making them. It's just we made more plays than they did.
Well, I'll tell you what, that number 8 character, Jennings, he had a whale of a ball game. I mean, he could not be stopped in some cases. But you go back to the interception by Stephen Lewis. Do you think that finally calmed everybody's jets, or was it still a little bit of a ways to go?
Everybody was still on their toes. You know, there was still time on the clock. Like I said, you never know what they're going to do. They have great players on their team, and you can't take anything for granted with them. And that was it sparked us back up and got everybody all hyped up, which we needed, but you couldn't just think, oh, that game was over because it went all the way down to the wire.
Lesson learned from the Lancaster Lightning, obviously, but since then, you obviously have not been beaten. You've beaten a bunch of very good clubs, especially on the road with the Plainfield Wolves and the Homedale, New Jersey Lions, and now back home playing teams from North Carolina, Ohio, and now Florida. And you knew Florida was going to be tough because usually when you play a Florida team, they're usually twice as fast as any Northeast opponent.
Exactly.
So now that you're a conference champion, what is going through your mind as you look for 2 weeks' time?
Well, we just got to definitely work. We can't just let this get to our heads. We can celebrate this weekend, but next 2 weeks, we got to get back to work, got to do everything right because, you know, not sure who won out of the teams in the West, but we know those two teams are explosive. They have explosive offenses, and we can't just take anybody lightly anymore.
Trying to dig every YouTube video you can of those teams.
I have.
But Jimmy, congratulations. Go celebrate your teammates, and hopefully in 2 weeks' time we'll see you.
Thank you very much.
All right, that was Jimmy LaHue. We also had Stephen Lewis and Sean Mayers, the key players in the Lehigh Valley Storm's victory, 31-24 over the Panhandle Crusaders, winning the Gridiron Developmental Football League Xtreme Conference Championship. They're walking to Memphis, or at least riding to Memphis. We'll see who they play not too long from now.
Thunder.
Oh, it's the Thunder? Who are they? The Oklahoma Thunder. Ah, so we're going to have to reinforce the field because we got Storm versus Thunder, and you lost to the Lightning. Is that karma? I don't know. Well, as I take a walk back upstairs, they're already cleaning out the press box because we started, shall we say, about a half hour late. But just to recap what happened in tonight's contest, and boy, it was an incredible game. Just give me a couple of minutes. I just need to finish a couple things, get some stuff out of here.
Yep, there's...
I know, it's all my stuff pretty much. But just to let you know what happened, and I'm sorry the audio didn't come out too well in my interviews with Sean Mayers and Stephen Lewis and quarterback Jimmy LeHue, where the Lehigh Valley Storm, of course, won by a final score of 31-24. Now, to recap what happened, the scoring began after both teams traded interceptions to start the ballgame. After which, when things calmed down, Bobby Eppelman kicked a 29-yard field goal, and that gave the Storm a 3-0 lead. That was a quarter-time score. Then came a very big play. The Storm got into Crusader territory, but then committed back-to-back holding penalties, and they ended up with a 2nd and 30 from their own 44-yard line. But then Sean Mayers pulled off a magical play, his second 50-plus yard touchdown run in as many weeks. This one from 56 yards out. The extra point made it 10-0. Then the Storm drove down again, and Sean Mayers ended up having a 30-yard touchdown run at the extra point. It's 17-0. Following which, the Crusaders ended up having a tremendous drive as the half came to an end, and with under a minute left till halftime, their quarterback, Octavius Smith, was able to find, I believe it was Reginald Smith, for a touchdown in the end zone. Tremendous catch by him. The extra point ended up being blocked, and it was 17-6 at halftime. Then things got absolutely crazy in the second half. The Storm were supposed to get the ball, but a very short kickoff went away from one of the return people and ended up rolling, and because it's a live ball after 10 yards on the kickoff, the Storm had trouble fielding it and ended up going down the 5-yard line. On the very first play from scrimmage, a very low snap from the center ended up getting by LeHue. LeHue had to kick it out of the end zone for a safety. That made it 17-8. Of course, the Storm had the free kick to the defense by rule. And then here come the Panhandle Crusaders. And Octavius Smith was able to find, once again, I think it was David Jennings. I don't know if it was Jennings or if it was Reginald Smith, one of those two. But he caught a 26-yard touchdown. And add the 2-point conversion, all of a sudden, 3.5 minutes in, it went from 17-0 with a minute left in the half to 17-16, 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. So basically, the Crusaders acted like the Central Penn Piranha for a little bit. So it stayed like that for a little while, but then the Storm kind of settled things down. And they were able to drive all the way down to the 12-yard line when Jimmy LeHue threw a 12-yard corner pattern to Willie Parker, and with that score an extra point, that made it 24-16. But right back came the Crusaders. The Crusaders drove all the way down, got a couple of tremendous plays that, these players just would not go down. But then in the end, quarterback Octavius Smith ended up scoring from 1 yard out. He throws a 2-point conversion from the 7-yard line after an illegal shift, and that made it 24-24. But then the Storm came right back and drove and ended up, and I'll tell you what, this was an enormous play in this game because the Storm had to punt, and the man who has been a tremendous star for the Crusaders, David Jennings, tried to return it, but as he tried to cut the corner, he ended up having the ball punched out. The Storm recovered, and a few plays later, it was Sean Mayers again from 9 yards out. Jimmy LeHue had a big 19-yard run in this too, and that made it 31-24. And that basically was that from the scoring department. The Crusaders tried a couple of times, one late in the fourth quarter when Octavius Smith threw a Hail Mary pretty much on a third down scramble, and ended up throwing an interception to Stephen Lewis, who returned it all the way to 35, and now a horse collar penalty made it the midfield stripe. Now, beforehand, there was a huge play where it looked like Smith was going to be sacked. He had the ball punched out, and remember, they were the Crusaders were at the Storm 27. The ball got punched out, and they ended up losing 22 yards on the play. So that play just preceded the interception by Lewis, who returned it back. The Storm punted one more time. The Crusaders had one more opportunity, but just could not come through, as there was a sack and a fumble on 4th down following in the final 2 minutes of the game. And we had a clock break in the second half. We had a lot of things go on. It was just an absolutely crazy evening here at Salisbury High School in Allentown. Now, I've been told by players on the field that the Storm will be playing the Oklahoma Thunder, who is a very reputable adult amateur semi-pro team, and it looks like that will be their opponent in Memphis in 2 weeks' time. I do not know how things are going to go as far as coverage is concerned. There may not be any coverage. There might. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in the next couple of days as to how things play out. But we do know the Storm will be playing the Oklahoma Thunder on Saturday, September 7th. We know it's in Memphis, Tennessee. We know it's at, I think, if I can find the notes real quick as to where the game is, it will be at Evangelical Christian School in Memphis, Tennessee on September the 7th. So the Storm will have a Labor Day weekend as a break. You can pretty much say, like the conference champions for the NFL, they get a week off, and now they travel to Memphis for Gridiron Bowl number 4, the grand final for the GDFL. The Storm and the Oklahoma Thunder. Okay, go with it, I say. But I'll let you know, of course, in my podcast and the Crazy Tom Show, in regards to if anything's going to happen. I will make a message on that next week, and I may actually do a podcast from Memphis, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So that's going to do it here from Salisbury High School in Allentown. Before I say the final score, if you want to reach me for any reason, you can, of course, get to me at facebook.com/crazytom, twitter.com/crazytomshow, or send me an email, djkrayztom@comcast.net. One more time, it's facebook.com/crazytom, twitter.com/crazytomshow, or just send me an email, djkrayztom@comcast.net. So once again, I'll make a note on the Crazy Tom Show next week in regards to what's going to happen with the Storm and what my plans are going to be. I'll make the announcement when that comes to fruition. Of course, any subject matter, just hashtag Crazy Tom Show. And of course, I'm at Crazy Tom Show on Twitter. Once again, your final score from Salisbury High School in Allentown, an unbelievable game here tonight. The Lehigh Valley Storm 31, the Panhandle Crusaders of Pensacola, Florida 24. Your DJ Crazy Tom signs off for now. Thanks for listening to what was an absolutely tremendous ball game. And God willing, hopefully I'll be in Memphis in 2 weeks. It's a presentation of the Gridiron Developmental Football League in conjunction with the Lehigh Valley Storm. Remember, you can reach the Lehigh Valley Storm at lvstormfootball.com or check the GDFL out at gdfl.org. Have yourself a good night, everybody. And again, thanks for listening to the Xtreme Conference Championship game of the Gridiron Developmental Football League.
Walking in there.